did write something about you saying you take your time. What's going on?
So, I mean, the music is there. It's just I don't wake up and just decide to put out music anymore. You know, I have a personal process that I go through. I'll pray about it, you know, and then hear what God tells me. You know, so sometimes you pray, you will have a project ready, you pray about it, and God tells you it's not the time yet.
Yeah.
You know, so, and I'd rather submit to that because God stands outside of time, you know, whereas I'll probably be looking at it like, yo, man, the time is right. This is ready right now. This is a good time. Let's drop. But ultimately, His will is what prevails and must prevail. Yeah.
Let's talk about the story. I never had a chance to find out. The only thing I saw on social media were people posting saying you are now doing gospel music.
Yes, sir.
And few of us know about the story of you switching from what you were doing and now gospel music. What's the story behind it?
God meets you at your point of need, man. You know, so I think the time just came. The time just came, and I was going through a battle with depression, you know. So God He came to my aid, you know. So I latched on, man, and I've held on since. You know, ups and downs. I fall, I get back up, but I keep growing in my relationship with God. So for me, that's what's most important.
There are so many people who are locked on right now that I've come across who are going through depression. It's just that they don't come out. What is the best way do you feel someone can handle depression and overcome it? Because there are so many people out there who are locked on right now.
I mean, look, it's like the elephant in the room, you know? Everybody, you probably sit in a room and 9 out of 10 people are depressed. Some know it, some don't, you know? So we just need to do away with the stigma and make people understand, especially men, that the ultimate strength is in vulnerability, you know? From the time we're kids, man, we're told, hey, boys don't cry.
Yeah.
Man up. You know, don't cry. Can you be a man? Get serious. So where are all those emotions going? You start to bottle things up from the time you're as young as 7 years old, you know? And then this person is expected to be a fully functional adult with all these things that they're bottling in and not expressing their emotions, you know? So I just think if we start to open up more, it'll help us, because also mental health issues in the church, that's a big one, because there's this idea that, oh man, when you're depressed, pray, right? And it's just going to go away. I mean, it happens, but not all the time. You get what I'm saying? If you have a headache, you could be a pastor. If you have a headache or you're experiencing flu-like symptoms, you will go to the hospital, right?
Yeah.
You will pray, but you will go to the hospital. It's the same way, you know what I mean? When you're unwell mentally, it's okay to go and see a therapist. It's okay. You know, you can pray. You pray, you walk in there. You know, God gave us all of this so we can sustain ourselves, you know? So go to the hospital, go and see a therapist, open up, start to find people in your community that you can speak to, you know? Most men, bro, are knee deep in depression, you know, and you don't even know. It's sad. People laugh and they smile because depression has no face. You don't know, you know. So I want to use my platform and my influence and what God has put in me to bring light to this issue, you know, in men, in creatives, in women, you know, in women creatives, in just every sphere. So that's what I'm focused on, and I feel that's what I've been called to do at this point. So, yeah.
Amazing. Let's talk about your current brand new song. Which, like I said, is receiving amazing response. Our current number 8 today on our top
great.
20. That means that people still following your work at the end of the day. Let's talk about the story behind the song. What are you trying to talk about in the song?
I'm trying to convey the message you get from 1 John chapter 4, verse 4. Ultimately tells you, greater is he who is in you than he who is in the world. You have so much power. Don't let the enemy weigh you down. You are a spirit being driving a physical car. Of course, this thing is sinful. You have sinful urges, whatever it is, right? Because we're not pure anymore, right? But just... Yeah, so sorry about that. You have sinful urges. You have all these things, and all these things want to keep you down, and the guilt and the shame is what keeps people down, really, when you fall. And then you start to feel like, man, I'm not worthy of any love. I'm not good enough. I'm a terrible person. Whichever way, So this song is just to give people that boost, that strength, because I wrote it when I was going through depression, so... when you listen to the audio, you understand the gist of what it is, but when you watch the visualizer, I guess you get the whole idea of what it's trying to say. Yeah, so, man, God is good, and I just want for people to know that because he is in you and you're in him, you're untouchable. So when you deal with all of these little things that try to weigh you down, just remember that, hold up, I am the boss here. Like, none of these issues will weigh me down. So that's where that song came from. It's like a boost of confidence, like a shot of faith adrenaline or something like that, Yeah.
Let's get to play the song, just in case there's someone who's locked in right now. They don't know what we're talking about. Current brand new song all the way from Team Mushile Banka. I also want to find out you changing your name from Thaga to Team. Let's get to talk about that on the other side.
Do these problems want it with me, boy, I bet not. I'm Samsung with the dreadlocks, and I don't never fear a problem when they coming at their neck like a headlock. I did some things to stay my guardian angel wing. Saw strange things before stranger things. We don't play games, we just play the game, boy. I still snap, I just change the frame now. Game face on, angels on my side, and neither one of them dozes. So watch me stick to the floor and walk right through white Moses. No stress, the power that I possess won't let you trouble me, so don't test, bro. You won't get no rest. I will always protest, it's nonsense. If y'all come